Making better food choices involves eating a balanced diet of fruits and vegetables. These foods provide the fiber to build good bacteria and guard gut health. In general, choosing whole foods over processed foods will promote healthy digestion. But before we start, please remember to like, share with your family and friends, and subscribe. These are the best foods to eat for gut health. A healthy gut supports your immune system and helps prevent disease. Here are foods that feed and maintain your gut microbiome to improve your health from the inside out. Known as the microbiome, your gut is home to millions of bacteria and other microbes, good and bad, and can influence your health in many ways. The key is balancing the good to bad bacteria ratio within the gut microbiome. According to a 2019 review in the journal Microorganisms, the right balance is different for everyone, as each person has a personal microbiome profile that is initially influenced by several factors, including how your mother gave birth to you and whether you were fed infant formula or breast milk. According to an extensive 2019 review in the journal Nutrients, what you eat directly influences the makeup of bacteria in your gut. A healthy gut helps keep chronic diseases like heart disease and cancer at bay, reduces inflammation, keeps your brain healthy, and helps you maintain a healthy weight. A 2019 study published in Nature Microbiology suggests that a healthy microbiome can even help with depression. It is always possible to support better gut bacteria, and it is never too late. The same Nutrients review suggests that switching from a mostly animal-based diet to a mostly plant-based diet can change the makeup of your microbiome in as little as 24 hours, for better or for worse. So, how do you improve your microbiome? Eat more probiotics, prebiotics, fiber, polyphenol and fermented foods. Eat less artificial sweeteners, red meat, processed foods, and alcohol. Here, we break down each category and explain what each one means. Probiotics. Probiotics are the beneficial bacteria that live in your gut and can be found in fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, miso, and yogurt. Eating foods naturally rich in probiotics adds good bacteria to your gut. The most common types of good bacteria are Lactobacillus and Bifidobacterium, each with specific strains. In addition to helping balance your gut bacteria and prevent chronic disease, probiotics can help if you have diarrhea, boost your immunity, and keep your heart and skin healthy. 1. Sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is made from cabbage and salt. During fermentation, microorganisms eat the sugar in cabbage and produce carbon dioxide and acids. The probiotics created during fermentation assist digestion and add good bacteria to your gut. Try to make your sauerkraut. Most store-bought sauerkraut is pasteurized, which kills harmful bacteria as well as the beneficial bacteria created through fermentation. 1 cup of sauerkraut has 4 grams of fiber, per the USDA. Probiotics in the gut use fiber as fuel. Enjoy sauerkraut with grilled chicken, substitute it for pickles on a sandwich or burger, add it to potato salad, or put it on a cheese plate and serve your friends something good for their guts. 2. Kimchi. Kimchi, also fermented cabbage, is the spicy Korean cousin of sauerkraut. It can have added scallions, radishes, and shrimp to give it more flavor. Look for it in the refrigerated section near sauerkraut, other Asian sauces, and pickles, or better yet, make your own to maximize probiotic content. Kimchi is delicious added to a fried rice bowl with veggies and an egg. 3. Kefir. Kefir is like a drinkable yogurt. It's made when kefir grains, yeast colonies, and lactic acid bacteria ferment the sugars in milk, giving it a slightly thicker consistency and tart flavor. Like yogurt, kefir is packed with probiotics, as long as the store-bought brand you buy uses pasteurized milk before the fermentation process. Pasteurization before fermentation ensures kefir contains live and active probiotics when you consume it. Buy plain kefir to skip added sugars, or make your kefir. Due to fermentation, kefir has a slightly tart and acidic taste, making it a tasty addition to a breakfast smoothie instead of milk. 4. Kombucha. Kombucha is a tart, fizzy tea that adds a SCOBY and sugar to green or black tea. It's then fermented for a week or more. During fermentation, alcohol and gases are produced, giving the kombucha natural carbonation. The amount of alcohol is usually less than 0.5% alcohol by volume, and commercially prepared kombucha is required to keep it no higher than this amount. Federal law states that any product with more than 0.5% ABV must be regulated and marketed as an alcoholic beverage. Pasteurization is used to limit alcohol content, which means commercial kombucha contains few, if any, probiotics. Some homemade kombuchas, however, have been found to have closer to 2% to 3% ABV. Keep the alcohol levels down in your homemade kombucha brew, keep it cold, refrigerate it, and shorten the fermentation time. You could also use a different type of tea. One 2019 study in the journal Nutrients found that kombucha made with rooibos tea had lower ethanol and acetic acid concentrations than kombucha made with black or green tea. When fermenting tea, lactic acid bacteria are produced, which are known to function as probiotics. Consuming kombucha made from green tea also provides the antioxidant properties associated with tea. Remember that some kombuchas, like those made from black tea, contain caffeine. Others have artificial sweeteners, which can negatively alter gut bacteria, so read labels, or make your own. 5. Miso. Miso is a fermented paste made from soybeans, barley, or rice. Like other fermented foods, beneficial bacteria are produced during fermentation. You'll also get some protein if you eat miso made from soybeans. A little bit goes a long way, which is good since miso is also high in sodium. Miso is excellent when added to sauces, dressings, and soup bases. Try it on this miso maple salmon. 6. Tempeh. Tempeh is similar to tofu in that it's made from soybeans, but unlike tofu, tempeh is a fermented food, so it contains probiotics. Tempeh is made when soybeans are fermented and then pressed into a cake. It can then be grilled, sautéed, or baked. Tempeh is high in protein, making it a good option for vegetarians and vegans. It's also packed with B vitamins, calcium, manganese, zinc, and copper. Try marinating and grilling tempeh and adding it to a salad. 7. Yogurt. Yogurt is probably the most popular probiotic. It's made when good bacteria are added to milk and metabolize lactose to form lactic acid and other beneficial microbes. Look for yogurt labeled with the Alive and Active Cultures seal, which guarantees 100 million probiotic cultures per gram when manufactured. A quick look at the ingredients list will also show you if there are bacteria in the yogurt. Do you have trouble digesting lactose? The probiotics in yogurt help digest some of the lactose, so if you're lactose intolerant, you may be able to enjoy yogurt. If you don't eat dairy, many companies now make dairy-free and vegan yogurts that contain probiotics. Prebiotics. When you're trying to establish more probiotic bacteria in your gut, you need to feed them with prebiotics so they can flourish and keep making more good bacteria. Prebiotics are fibers that feed the beneficial probiotics in your gut, says Diane Rishikoff, MS, RDN, LDN, IFNCP, a registered dietitian, integrative and functional medicine nutritionist and president and CEO of Health Takes Guts, a nutrition counseling private practice. Ingredients to look for include galacto-oligosaccharides, fructo-oligosaccharides, oligofructose, chicory fiber, and inulin. Fructans and cellulose are two other prebiotic fibers. But don't get bogged down in the scientific names. You won't see most of these compounds listed on a label because they are present in foods that don't have labels, like fruits and vegetables. Focus on a variety of whole foods. It's all about diversity, getting as much variety of plant-based foods as possible and hitting our recommended fiber intake of 30 g per day, says Megan Rossi, Ph.D., BHSC, RD, APD, founder of the Gut Health Doctor. Apricots, dried mango, artichokes, leeks, almonds, pistachios, and legumes, as well as polyphenol-rich foods, such as blueberries, strawberries, prunes, apples, flaxseed, olives, and extra virgin olive oil, are extra high in prebiotics. Jerusalem artichokes. Though commonly referred to as Jerusalem artichokes, this tuber isn't an artichoke, but a part of the sunflower family. Also known as sunchoke, sunroot, or wild sunflower, they look similar to ginger root. Per the USDA, 1 cup of Jerusalem artichokes delivers 2.4 g of fiber. According to a 2019 review article in the Annals of Agricultural and Environmental Medicine, 80% or more of the carbohydrates in sunchokes are inulin. This prebiotic fiber provides food for your gutters. Thiamine supports healthy hair, skin, and nails, and iron helps form red blood cells. Try sunchokes roasted with olive oil and garlic or raw in salads. 9. Leeks. Leeks are high in good-for-the-gut fructans. According to the USDA, 1 cup of leeks has 1.6 grams of fiber and 54 calories. Leeks can be added to almost any dish. Try adding them to an omelet or sautéing them to mix with roasted potatoes. Alternatively, rub whole leeks with oil and grill briefly, then toss with your favorite vinaigrette. Try our oven-braised leeks that require only 15 minutes of preparation. 10. Onions. Onions are chock full of inulin, fructans, and fructo-oligosaccharides. Not only are FOS prebiotics that help build up gut flora, but according to a 2022 review of the literature published in the International Journal of Molecular Sciences, they also help to improve a plethora of conditions, including diarrhea, osteoporosis, atherosclerosis, gastrointestinal disorders, cardiovascular disease, and type 2 diabetes. Onions are highly versatile. You can add them to soup or salad, grill them and put them on top of a turkey burger, or roast them with herbs and serve them as a side. 11. Raspberries. According to the USDA, 1 cup of raspberries has a whopping 8 g of fiber, about 1/3 of your daily value. Raspberries are also a rich source of polyphenol, potent antioxidants that your gut microbes love to nosh on. According to a 2018 review in the journal Neural Regeneration Research, polyphenol act as prebiotics by enhancing the growth of beneficial bacteria and inhibiting the growth of pathogens. Raspberries are delicious when eaten fresh, but are just as nutritious when purchased frozen and thrown into a smoothie. You can also add them to yogurt, oatmeal, or high-fiber cereal. 12. Beans and legumes. Many steer clear of beans for fear of gas, but flatulence is a good sign that your gut bacteria are complex at work. When the fiber in beans and legumes, such as black beans, chickpeas, peas, lentils, and white beans, reaches the large intestine, it's still intact. It's there that gut bacteria feed on them. This process is called fermentation. And the byproduct may be some gas. So, while it may be awkward, you can feel good about it because your microbes are doing what they're supposed to. Canned beans are a favorite. Pick 3 types, rinse, and mix for a simple bean salad. You can also throw black beans on top of tacos. Lentils are delicious in soup. Even dried lentils take only 15 to 20 minutes to cook, so they make for a quick and easy addition to your favorite soups and stews. 13. Asparagus. Asparagus is a powerful prebiotic for the gut due to its fructose level. According to a 2020 study in the journal Metabolites, it is also loaded with antioxidants, natural chemicals that fight off free radicals and other inflammatory compounds in the body. Roasted asparagus can be made in just 15 minutes. Toss the spears with olive oil, salt, and pepper and oven roast at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 to 15 minutes. You can also shave raw asparagus over a green salad. Asparagus is also delicious when added to pasta or an omelette. 14. Garlic. As part of a healthy diet, garlic may help reduce the risk of heart disease and is also anti-inflammatory in the body. Inulin and fructooligosaccharides are garlic's 2 primary fibers, a dynamic prebiotic duo. But that's not all garlic is good for. According to a 2020 review in the journal Antioxidants, garlic also has shown positive health effects regarding cancer, cardiovascular disease, metabolic disorders, blood pressure, and diabetes, thanks to its antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and lipid-lowering properties. Those little cloves have a whole lot of benefits. A good garlic press is invaluable if you don't like messing with peeling garlic cloves. You can put the whole clove in there without peeling it. Garlic can be used to season almost any dish. Sauté it with onions and mix it into a stir-fry or pasta. 15. Bananas. Green bananas are best for the gut because they contain resistant starch. This indigestible fiber produces more beneficial bacteria when your microbes feed on it, according to a 2019 review in the journal Nutrients. Resistant starch can also be created by cooking grains and then cooling them due to a naturally occurring process called retrogradation, per a 2022 study in the journal Nutrition and Diabetes. So make barley and brown rice in bulk for the week. Bonus, ripe bananas are full of fiber, too, which helps keep you fuller longer. Bananas with peanut or almond butter are a great source of protein, healthy fat, and fiber. You can add them to overnight oats, Greek yogurt, or high-fiber cereal or use them as a topping for whole wheat toast. 16. Pears. Pears are a prebiotic gut food and contain pectin, a compound that helps lower cholesterol. According to the USDA, one medium pear has just 100 calories, but 5.5 grams of fiber. Add a dash of cinnamon to fresh pear slices for a tasty snack, bake a pear crisp, or mix diced pear into oatmeal for additional cholesterol-lowering benefits, thanks to the fiber in oatmeal, known as beta-glucan. 17. Watermelon. Watermelon is naturally high in fructans. According to the USDA, 1 cup of this juicy fruit is also 91% water by weight, and adequate fluid is necessary to help prevent constipation and keep the gut functioning. Watermelon is a summer staple that is tasty and eaten plain. Do you find that boring? Make a refreshing beverage with it, like our watermelon basil agua fresca, or combine it with feta and mint for a summery salad. Polyphenol are a plant chemical that gut microbes love, says Rossi. They are found in berries, apples, artichokes, red onions, tea, dark chocolate, and other fruits and vegetables. Gut bacteria feed on polyphenol and produce beneficial substances, which, in turn, positively influence certain conditions, including cancer, diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, and aging, according to a 2020 review article in the journal Food Frontiers. Worst foods for gut health. 1. Artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame, saccharin, and sucralose have 0 calories and no sugar. They pass through the body without being digested. Yet, according to 2021 research published in the International Journal of Molecular Sciences, they come into contact with the microflora in the gut, negatively changing their composition. However, it's unclear how artificial sweeteners actually affect health. For now, look for aspartame, saccharin, and sucralose on the labels of processed foods and drinks like diet sodas and other 0-calorie beverages, as well as some yogurts, granola bars, and protein bars. These foods and drinks often come with added sugar and salt anyway, so limiting them would be a positive change. Try kombucha in place of soda for a bubbly beverage with good-for-the-gut probiotics. 2. Red meat. L-carnitine, a compound found in red meat, interacts with gut bacteria to produce trimethylamine oxide, according to a 2022 study from the Cleveland Clinic and Tufts University. The study, published in the American Heart Association's journal Arteriosclerosis, Thrombosis, and Vascular Biology, shows how TMAO is associated with atherosclerosis, a plaque buildup in the arteries. This indicates that the link between red meat and heart disease is not just about saturated fat and sodium. How gut bacteria interact with red meat may play a role. Eat red meat in moderation, and choose fatty fish, whitefish, chicken, or plant-based proteins like tofu and tempeh on a regular basis. 3. Processed and refined foods. While I wouldn't go as far as to say you need to cut certain foods out of your diet forever, food is about enjoyment too. After all, limiting highly processed foods loaded with additives and salt will do you and your gut microbes good. It's hard to study processed foods as a whole because each food has different ingredients. Still, the biggest issue with processed and refined foods is that they need more diversity and fiber and are often filled with added sugars, salt, artificial sweeteners, additives, and preservatives. Your microbiome thrives on the diverse fibers and polyphenol from eating various colorful fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. 4. Alcohol. Research studies, like the 2022 review published in Frontiers in Cellular and Infection Microbiology, have found that alcoholism negatively impacts the intestinal microbiome. While research is scant on the effects of moderate alcohol consumption on gut bacteria, one 2021 study published in Frontiers in Cardiovascular Medicine suggests that moderate alcohol intake might have a positive influence on both the gut microbiome and cardiovascular disease. If you enjoy drinking, be sure to do so in moderation, 1 drink per day for females and 2 for males. The bottom line. It all comes back to eating lots of fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and whole grains for prebiotics and fermented foods like yogurt and kombucha for probiotics. If you do not typically include these foods in your diet, adding them all at once might cause unwanted gas and bloat. Start with small amounts, and increase the amount a little once a week, determining how much to add based on how you feel. Eat processed foods in moderation and limit added sugars, salt, artificial sweeteners, and alcohol to keep your gutters happy and reduce your risk of chronic diseases. The #1 breakfast for gut health, recommended by gut experts. Boosting gut health also means boosting immune and brain health. This gut health-friendly breakfast is easy to prepare, rich in plant foods, and versatile. According to the National Institutes of Health, approximately 60 to 70 million Americans are affected by a digestive disease, such as chronic constipation, diverticular disease, and gastroesophageal reflux disease. That's a significant number, and we're learning that gut health impacts more than just your digestion. Research, including a 2022 review published in Gut, shows that the gut microbiome also impacts immune health. Furthermore, gut health is thought to be a key component in regulating brain processes and mental health, per a 2021 article in Advances in Nutrition. Eating a varied diet can help promote gut health. Even if you don't have a digestive disease, it's worth considering your gut health when putting together meals because of the role it plays in overall health, says Deepak Vedada, MD, a board-certified gastroenterologist, therapeutic endoscopist, and advanced care physician. Learn essential nutrients gut experts recommend for a gut health-friendly breakfast and our favorite recipe. 7-Day GERD Diet Meal Plan: What to look for in a gut health-friendly breakfast. First off, prioritize eating breakfast. First things first, eating something in the morning is essential. Samina Qureshi, RDN, LD, a registered dietitian and founder of Wholesome Start, a virtual nutrition practice specializing in digestive health, says, if you skip breakfast, you may want to think again. It's an excellent opportunity to provide your body with fiber-rich foods that support long-term gut health and get your digestive system moving. Plus, according to a 2023 study in Frontiers in Endocrinology, skipping breakfast may be associated with an increased risk for prediabetes, especially for those with clinical obesity. Eating breakfast is associated with a reduced risk of chronic diseases, such as cardiovascular diseases, stroke, and type 2 diabetes, per a 2021 review in Medicine. Add a source of fiber. Fiber is one of the most important nutrients for gut health and overall health. For that reason, Qureshi recommends prioritizing fiber at breakfast. She says, it can help you manage blood sugar and cholesterol levels, keep you full and satisfied, and support regular bowel habits. Incorporate plant foods. Not only are plant foods where fiber is found, but they also tend to be rich in prebiotics. Qureshi says, the prebiotic fibers in plant-based foods support your gut health by nourishing the probiotics in your microbiome. So plant foods, like fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, are a staple of gut health-friendly breakfasts. What happens to your body when you take probiotics every day? The best breakfast for better gut health. To boost your gut health, we recommend our creamy blueberry pecan oatmeal. It has multiple gut health expert recommended nutrients, fiber, prebiotics, and probiotics. Plus, you can have it hot during cooler months or make a cold overnight oats version in the summer or when you're short on time. Qureshi even says oats are one of her favorite gut-supporting ingredients. This breakfast is also a great use of frozen produce, which can help reduce food waste and is usually more affordable than fresh fruits and vegetables. Bonus, you can mix up the fruit topping based on your mood. It's high in fiber. This breakfast boasts an impressive 6 grams of fiber per serving, 18% to 24% of the recommended daily intake, per the 2020 to 2025 Dietary Guidelines for Americans. That's thanks to several fiber-rich plant foods, including blueberries, oats, and pecans. If you want more fiber, you can quickly increase the portions of these ingredients, which also helps promote greater satiety until lunchtime. Just be careful about upping your fiber intake too quickly. It can result in digestive upset if you go from 0 to 100 too fast. It contains probiotics. We love that the creaminess in this recipe comes from yogurt because it's a probiotic-rich food. Probiotic-rich foods like yogurt are beneficial as they can help maintain a healthy balance of bacteria in the gut, says the data. For more creaminess and a more considerable probiotic boost, consider upping the portion of yogurt. The beauty of this recipe is that you can easily adjust each ingredient's amounts as you wish to cater to your taste preferences and dietary needs. It's rich in prebiotics. The plant foods in this oatmeal bowl are not just rich in fiber, they're also a good source of prebiotics. That means this breakfast helps your gut bacteria get the nourishment they need to flourish and keep you feeling good. It's super versatile. One of the perks of this breakfast is that it's easy to adjust based on your preferences and mood. You can swap the pecans for another type of nut or seed and add other types of fruit if you're not in the mood for blueberries. This is one of the benefits of oatmeal in general. You can boost your morning with more delicious fiber-rich foods by adding chia seeds, ground flax seeds, berries, or kiwi fruits to your oat-based breakfast. The bottom line. Before you rush out of the house without grabbing a bite to eat, think again. Eating breakfast not only ensures you have the energy you need to start your day, but it's also an excellent opportunity to get gut health-boosting nutrients. Fiber, prebiotics, and probiotics are essential for your gut health, so incorporating plant foods like fruits and seeds and probiotic-rich foods like yogurt or kefir in your breakfast can keep your digestive system happy and healthy. Our creamy blueberry pecan oatmeal is a convenient way to get all these critical gut health nutrients in one bowl. Remember, what's good for the gut is often good for the rest of the body, too. This is all for today. I hope you get some good information out of it. Stay tuned for new food ideas to optimize your health.